Thank you, Brian. Our next speech should sound familiar. Our contest speaker, it's Sharon Kenty. Smile. Smile, Sharon Kenty.
He smiled at me across the room. I immediately felt at ease, a warm welcome, and all trepidation and uncertainty fled. This is not a story about how I met my husband, but it could be. Ladies and gentlemen, never underestimate the power of a smile. There is so much power in a smile, a simple smile, and I'll let you in on 3 aspects. First of all, when you smile at somebody, feel-good hormones are released. Dopamine, serotonin, endorphins, and oxytocin. When somebody smiles at you, how do you feel? The same happiness hormones are released when somebody smiles at you. It's a smiling and happiness feedback loop. The endorphins that we gain by smiling have a lot of great benefits, and over time can help strengthen our immune system, making ourselves more resilient to disease. Smiling can relieve stress and help us in the long run to deal better with stress and making us happier and relaxed. So naturally, I smiled back. And that's when I felt it. A surge of positive energy. My sadness and woes were forgotten. Cheerfulness took their place. That was the best gift I could have received at that moment, when I was so fragile at that moment. The second reason smiling is so powerful is that it is said that there are fewer muscles used to smile than in a frown. According to science, it only takes 13 muscles to smile and 46 to frown. Not to mention all the tension in your neck and the shoulders that go with a frowning countenance. So why not make a smile your default expression? I once worked with a perpetually grumpy person who wore a frown like armor. Her shoulders were slumped and she looked miserable. But every morning I greeted her with a cheery smile. Good morning. And if she deigned to even acknowledge, she'd say, but after a few weeks, I started to see just a crack of a smile. A crack in the armor. After a few more weeks, I actually saw her smile. When I said good morning, what a wonderful transformation. She smiled. Her sadness and woes no longer dominated. She became more friendly and outgoing and more attractive. Her shoulders held back. She looked and acted 20 years longer, 20 years younger. And she made more sales too. Imagine that. Now that brings me to the third aspect of smiles. Smiling can give your face more youthful and attractive demeanor. Smiling is the best facelift. When I smiled that time, my gentleman friend told me it lit up my face and transformed my countenance. He said it was charming to behold. That positive aspect of smiling, it takes years off of your countenance. You can stay perpetually 29 if you smile all the time. I now make it a habit of smiling at everyone that I meet. It's not a crazy grin, but a friendly, genuine smile. Because I remember when somebody once smiled at me when I was in a fragile state and how it made me feel. His smile across the room banished my sad feelings and gave me joy and bravery. Ladies and gentlemen, no matter if you feel down in the dumps or just plain grouchy, smile at people. Make a smile your default expression. For you, the giver, and for the receiver, that happiness feedback loop. It will lighten up your mood, guaranteed. Never underestimate the power of a smile. You could change somebody's life for the better. It's the best gift to give, simple and free. Madam Toastmaster.
This big sign in the middle of